Hey YouTube peeps, welcome back to the laid off guy.
Oh my god.
I'm back with episode 2. Um, this has been an exciting week. A lot has gone on. What's going to happen with me? I don't know. I don't know. It's exciting, but I have faith and a positive attitude that I think it's going to turn out awesome. And please join me. Please like and subscribe. Please share it with your friends. I've got some important things to say about what happened this week, and something that I just wanted to mention that I didn't mention in the previous video. This is the second week, so it's 2 weeks, 2 full weeks since I was laid off. I was laid off on a Friday. This video is going up on the Monday 2 weeks after that. So the first week, I went through that. I was really just trying to figure out what on earth just happened. But something that I did was right on the Monday, and I recommend this for anybody who is currently laid off or just laid off, apply for EI. Make sure you apply because it's a process. It's going to take weeks, at least here in Canada. It takes weeks for EI to be approved, for them to calculate how much it's going to be, and for it to go through with the right numbers. That was one of the reasons I was off the screen, is because of where my mic is. I've actually reoriented my whole office. So this computer that I'm on right now used to be facing or on that desk behind me. This is a better view of the office. You don't have the filing cabinet in the back. You have the lighting properly displayed. So I've switched my whole office around so that it's a better functioning office. I had time to do it. Amazing. So so apply for EI. I actually got a call this week. Just yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah. No, Friday. So this is going up on Monday, so it wasn't yesterday for you. But I'm recording this on Saturday, so it was yesterday for me. Where the EI person finally called. He wanted to check in because when you fill out the EI, you have to let them know if you were planning to do a cell phone business or work for yourself, which, of course, I'm honest. So I said, yes, I am. So he just wanted to find out some details on that. Of course, they don't want to give money to startup companies where somebody has been laid off and they're trying to start a business, because I'm sure they've had lots of experience where it never takes off the ground. The person ends up in deeper financial trouble, whatever it may be, and they take more EI than expected. Anyways, there's rules around that. So I had to say to him, which is the truth, that yes, I'm doing both. I am building my company, but I am also looking at jobs and applying for jobs that are within the price range and skill set that I'm applying for. And they're totally fine with that. He knows that I'm going to be pursuing clients of my own business as part of my seeking here, because I have a functioning business. And that's that. So the first point was apply for EI. So it's still going to be a little bit of a process before it's approved. He was just doing the final checkup on it. Then it goes back. They make some recommendations. They do some calculations, and then they decide what it's going to be. And then you get officially told that yes, you will be receiving EI. And then at that point, you have to start making records of what you're doing to find work. So I'll be doing that. So that was the first thing. But what I was going to say was that I had I've had my business since 1997, actually. I started this business, Arneon. At that time, it was Arneon Web Design. I started it in with a friend in Bible college, and we were doing just web design stuff. I mean, we did SEO back then, but we didn't know it was SEO at that time. But it involved keyword stuffing everywhere to try and gain visibility online. But now, as of 2015, I converted that company to focus more on digital marketing, and that's when it became Arneon Media. And the focus is on SEO and PPC, pay-per-click advertising. I do some social media marketing as well, but that's really my focus. The thing is, I've been taking stock of my assets and realized, I have an amazing website that I purchased. I bought a site last year, end of the year. And at the time, that site had about eight, maybe 10K, but it was really about 8K visitors per month. It's a pet specific site. I'm not going to give the domain out here because I don't want it to be flamed. But I took stock of that asset, and let me show you. Yes. Okay. So I've built it up. You can see on this line here from about 8,000 or so users per month to double that. So I'm at 17,000 on a regular basis. There's 19 people on there in the last 30 minutes. There's people on there right now looking at the site. I've got lots of content on pets and stuff like that. So what I started to do was take a look at this site and, oh, sorry, I got to look this way. Pretend I'm looking at what you're seeing. So that's really cool. That site has been just growing and producing, getting more and more traffic. I've been putting up articles on it. I've been optimizing articles that are on it. I've been cleaning up the speed of the site. The previous ad aggregator that I had on the site, I think that's the right term for it, but it's basically a company that provides ads and then gives you a small cut of a whole bunch of ads that they run on your site. Sometimes they're topical and sometimes they're not. The thing is that ad aggregator, you had to use their cloud DNS service. You had to change all your domain name server entries to go through their service, and end up just slowing down my site. I was making me 20 to 30 bucks a month off of it. It was just terrible. So I stopped it. And I also moved the site from a previous hosting provider that was also providing the template. And I converted the site to a new, better template, more up to date, less hefty in size. It has a smaller footprint and it's faster. So all those things contributed to double my rankings, my visibility online. So I've got a lot more traffic. So I realize that I have this asset sitting there that I need to get some more money on it. I make some money from people guest posting on the site, and they'll pay when they want to link to their own stuff. They'll pay for the links. They'll do a guest blog article or whatever on different topics relating to the pet topic. So I do make a little bit of money on that, but I am not making any advertising money on the site. And we got lots of traffic. So what I did was I installed an ad rotation system on the site. I went to affiliate marketing sites that I had memberships with. There's like Commission Junction, there's Share a Sale, there's a whole bunch of different affiliate sites where you can apply to specific vendors that are willing to pay affiliate fees for selling their products, and you can look in specific categories that relate to your topics. And so that's what I did, and I applied to a bunch of them, and I got approved on all of them because they saw the traffic on my site, and they're like, "This is a good site. It's fast. It's providing good information for people." So I just got that implemented. I think there's been like 50 clicks on ads. So that was just like within a few days that's been put up. So that's awesome. I'm going to let that sit, see what happens with it, see if I start making some more earnings off of that site. I'll be adding more content to that. So that's kind of cool. That's part of taking a look at your assets. Now I'm going to get into a little bit more after this next point. This next point relates to what I did in my first week, episode 1. If you remember, I said you should let people know what's happened to you so that people can pray for you. They can input into your life. Some of them might have connections. You never know, where somebody might say, hey, I'm friends with so-and-so at this company. They're looking for your skill set. They pay well. They have benefits. And I'm a direct connection for you. I'll recommend you to that company. And you'll get your foot in the door faster than any application would. There's opportunities like that out there that you never know unless you tell people. So I did a Facebook post, and then a little while later, that's also where I posted the kind of poll on my Facebook story to see who would be interested in watching a video like this of some guy who just got laid off. Sharing what he's doing next. And quite a few people responded with, saying yes, and direct messaged me and stuff. So then I posted on LinkedIn, and that's why I'm doing this video, by the way, is because of that. I think it's an interest story that people can just watch, people who haven't been laid off, because it's kind of interesting. But others that have been laid off, there's hopefully some good ideas here for you that could help you as well. And if you see me succeed doing it, and hopefully that's the case, no, not fingers crossed. It's like, please God. So, so I shared on LinkedIn as well. Now that one I did a little bit more professionally. But I believe I posted this video because I'd already produced the first episode of the video. And so from these 2 posts, I got all types of responses back. People messaging me, people encouraging me, people responding on the posts. And from that, I've had several meetings. I have potential clients, and I have a new proposal out right now waiting for approval. So new business is starting already. And I met a coworker of mine from the past that has recently acquired a position after being laid off multiple times through just industry slowdowns and stuff like that. He's in the IT world, and he's doing some cool things. And he's willing to post some of my packages up on his sites as well. So that was really cool. It's like, thanks for the support, buddy. I wouldn't have known about that if I didn't post and let people know. So, and the other thing is, there's people that are Christians like I am, and you'll notice on my channel here that I am a Christian. This whole channel is dedicated to just me sharing my ideas and weird content about different things. But I also am putting Jesus out there for people, because I think right now in this world, people need Jesus more than ever. There's so many things going on, so many mixed up things. There's people confused about all types of, issues. There's anxieties. There's self-hatred. There's people with no hope that need to know that there is a God who made them and loves them, and they are intrinsically valuable and so important. So I've been sharing stuff, and I'm going to be doing some more videos with interviews with different people and just sharing the gospel and doing shorts and all that type of stuff and doing funny shorts because I'm still quirky. I'm still, doing that stuff as well where I just do crazy zany things, but I'm also doing these more serious, in-depth, like, hey, I think we're nearing the end times. What's this with the WEF or, whatever it might be. So I have that content on my channel as well. Now, from my posts, I've gotten some responses. I've got a proposal out there. Awesome. The other thing that I did was I noticed that I have an old account with Alignable. Now, some of you know what Alignable is. Basically, it's LinkedIn, but new. Like, I think it's maybe 5 years old. Maybe even less than that. I joined when I noticed it and it came out. But yeah, so it's kind of like LinkedIn. There's a lot of businesses on there, but it has a much more segregated, localized feel to it. So most of the people that end up seeing your business content are local to the area. So for me, there's a lot of Vancouver Island people and right in my city that are on Alignable, and it's grown. So that's what I noticed. It's grown a lot. So I went back on there. I'm like, wow, I need to update my profile on here. Then I noticed, hey, wait, there's somebody that I'm connected to that's running a business to business person networking meeting, and they do this every month. And so I joined it and I went to it, and it was kind of funny. It was a virtual Zoom meeting, and there was probably 15, 16 people there, all local to the area, all local business people. But what the host did was he split us off into breakout rooms in Zoom, which I've seen that option on Zoom. I just have never done it. So it's kind of neat. And what he do is couple us up with like three to four people, send us into a breakout room, and in that breakout room we share, who we are, when we started business, what we're doing, and all that type of stuff, and just get to know people. The funny thing was that he did breakouts like 3 times, and each of those times there's one person that was in my original breakout that was in every single one, and it was just me and her and one other person every time. And so we ended up just having that other person share. But there were some really neat people, neat business things going on, and it was just good to network with other business people. I've done that in the past. I've done it a long time ago, meeting and actually sitting down in a restaurant or pub or whatever and meeting with different people, and I've gotten some business out of that, so I know the value of that. So it was cool to see that Alignable has expanded and grown, and I got this opportunity to go to this business meeting. I'm going to go look for other ones that are on there and just get my name out. Now, the other thing is that I've realized that over the years, I have a specific skill set that I've developed, and the clientele that I've worked with are very specific niches. So I can really start to focus my business on these niches. So I've done SEO and PPC for real estate agents, helping them get visibility and leads, buyers and sellers, to real estate agents. And I'm freed up next month to be able to market my own. I had a non-compete agreement with the company I used to work with. So that's cool. That's something I can niche and focus on my company website. The other thing is I do legal SEO. So I have legal clients. I do SEO work for them on their sites. I can do PPC for them as well. I'm not currently doing that, but I definitely can. I know exactly how it would work. And so that's another niche that I have, which is a valuable niche. I mean, it's a specialized niche that I have with lots of experience. I've done restaurant PPC, and I have clients in that industry where I'm helping them with SEO and PPC as well. And get it, so that Google ads is what I'm talking about. I also do social media marketing, but I tend to focus more. Oh, my screen just ran out. I tend to focus more on the pay-per-click advertising. I do some social media advertising as well. Yeah, so I've got clients in all three of these areas, but also investor relation clients, people in small, mid-cap companies that have gone public that are looking for visibility to get their brand out and to get leads and investors looking at them. This is a huge market. That this was my most recent job. That's what we were doing. And so I have a specialty in that. So what I can do is I can now focus my website on these specialties and really start to advance that. And I'm only going to take in maybe 10, total of 15 clients. That's all I need. That's all I can handle. Unless I want to expand my agency, which I could do, like hire other staff to work with me. Right now, it's just me and virtual workers that I hire from time to time for contractual things. And that's all I need. That'll cover our bills. That'll cover our expenses, plus some. And it's not a hard goal. I already have 3, possibly 4 clients. And I also just renewed with a client, one of my clients that loves what I'm doing for them. Just sent them the renewal contract. They're ready to go with that. My other client, one of my other clients, is really happy with what I'm doing, but I'm doing kind of a maintenance right now with them until they're expanding their business. So I'm waiting for their expansion to complete before I lock into another full contract with them. And they are ready to go with me as soon as they're finished that portion of what they're doing, and they're updating their website as well with that. So all these things are assets that I have to make use of and to target and to specialize, and specialization is a good thing. A lot of times when you're too open, you end up doing things that you don't have a lot of experience. And I've had bad experiences where I've tried to market something that I did not have a lot of experience with. And in one particular case where it just wasn't working, and it was very time confined. They needed leads exactly in the short time frame, and it was a very specific search criteria that they were trying to market to, and it was just, I should have said no. But I tried, and I was working full time as well, so they couldn't call me during the day because I was working. I'm not picking up calls for my side hustle at my full time job. So I've had bad experiences, but when you're focused on, and you have history, and you have skills in a certain area, people from that industry will be drawn to your services. So that's what I plan to do, is to tighten up my website. There's a lot of updating I've been doing on it, but I'm going to focus in and get my skills more focused on the site. I also began cleaning up my socials. My social medias are messy for my company. They're terrible. I've updated things sporadically. I went to LinkedIn. This was embarrassing. My LinkedIn page had posts from 2016 on it, nothing else. And so I just deleted those off. I'm like, this is terrible. Got rid of it. So I'll be doing some updated posting. One more thing I was going to say. So, I've just gone through a few things. Put your name out there. Apply for EI. Put your name out there to people so they know what's happening to you, and they can pray for you, and they can help you, because we need help. We're designed to be in community with other people. I found out assets I have, and I started implementing some things that are going to make some money from that perspective. And I actually have another site. I have a bunch of different site or domains and different things that I've had in the past. I have another site that is focused on Canada and the US, kind of two separate markets, but it's for custom home builders that I started years ago. Tried to sell it when it was just starting out. People weren't interested. So it just didn't go anywhere. But now that's something that's on the back burner that I can implement, especially if I start to gain some traction, that I can build that site again and make it good and market it properly, and it will grow into something awesome as well. So that's another thing on the back burner. But what I was trying to say is I like to watch this particular YouTuber who does content on AI and the latest AI trends and new AI technology and tools that have come out, for different, all types of different AI tools. But he focuses a lot on like the text AI and the video and graphic AI stuff. And somebody challenged him on his comments to make a merch store, because he doesn't have a merch store. He's gaining quite a following. And so he dedicated one of his videos to building a merch store using AI. And he took about an hour and created an entire store on Shopify with products, with his branding, with his unique AI generated content. And it turned out really well. He didn't have many products. Like he had journal cups. I think he had pens or something. He had a few different things, and it turned out really well, but he only did it an hour. So I have an idea for something I've been wanting to do for a long time, have not been able to do. But this would be the perfect way to do it. And it's to do with Christian accessories and products that are not over the top, like not the Jesus loves you things, although there might be some of those, because that's important. He does love you, just so you know. But more subtle, creative and beautiful things like ties for men that are awesome, that have a message to them in an artful way. Scarves, baseball caps, shirts, mugs and journals as well. But so I've got an idea for that, and I'm probably going to implement that as well on one of these episodes, and I'll record it. I'm doing an episode once every week, just so I can, still work hard, because it takes a while to do these. So I'm doing them on the weekend so that it's easier. I can, spend some time editing the video on the weekend. But I may do some in between if there's something really cool that happens and I want to share it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. All of that helps the algorithm, helps my site gain visibility. Thank you for those of you that have recently subscribed. Welcome to my channel. It's a channel filled with me sharing things from all types of different perspectives. But this particular series is I've been laid off recently, very recently. What do I do next? And I thought it would be a good idea to share that with people, because there's other people laid off that may need to hear it. And then it's just a fun story to listen to that you may enjoy. What's going to happen with me? I don't know. I don't know. It's exciting, but I have faith and a positive attitude that I think it's going to turn out awesome. And please join me. Please like and subscribe. Please share it with your friends and help me explode this channel. It would just be another stream of income if I could monetize it. Of course, to do that, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I'm nowhere near that yet, but you never know. Maybe this will go wild. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time. God bless.